I just wanted to sincerely appreciate you for coming over because I think it's a long journey, and I know so I've just made the journey. I know. Wanted to ask you about what you thought. I believe you actually wrote a piece.
Yes.
She was actually sharing it with you, wanting me to actually share with audience back home. So just want to understand from you on what you thought of the project and what you saw, what your experience was, etc.
I thought it was amazing. Again, the ability to take a river that my understanding of the question came up about, how you were allocating water across India, and knowing that just from what I understood was that you're capturing a lot of the flood water, and able to capture it, store it, and reuse it so you had an even water distribution across the year.
Absolutely.
In order to raise the quality of life for the residents of Telangana, I thought was absolutely amazing. And as a hydraulics engineer, the idea of simply lifting that much water, 500 meters, is just blows my mind, honestly. To use an American expression, that is a huge lift to do that. And we went out and had a chance to drive along, and they took a tour on the on one of the embankments of the big reservoir. And to think that you constructed 16 kilometers of embankment a year and were able to begin to capture all of that water, and just seeing the growth, the greenness, the ability to restore some of that landscape. So it was so supportive of the people in that area, and the thought about knowing their agriculture, heavy agriculture. You're not expecting them to shift into another industry. You were simply capturing them and helping them be good at what they are doing. I thought was amazing. I thought the whole project was, engineeringly wise, it was mind blowing. It was amazing, and then just seeing the impact on the people.
If I might add on to what Shirley has stated, and Shirley, of course, being our president-elect and also a civil engineer, is offering a perspective from a technical point of view. My role at ASCE also is related to sustainability as the Chief Sustainability Officer. And the perspective of the triple bottom line is really very important to all of the projects that we administer to, from the financial, economic, and social point of view. And not only does the project achieve the financial and environmental goals, but specifically the integration of the social aspects of the project and changing the way that the water resources of Telangana are being used to advance the social environment is an extra check mark to the success of the project. So congratulations.
Yes, I'm going to add to that it wasn't as covered as well in your presentation, and I had hoped to have a chance to ask the question so that you could highlight it, was the investment you also made, knowing that how big the project is and the number of people it's going to displace, that the minister had made it so that there was an investment in helping them relocate.
Absolutely.
And that is, we know with these big engineering projects that there are people who are going to be negatively impacted. We're moving villages. We're asking people to relocate. You're putting places of history underwater for people and their families. And the investment that was made, and we were hearing about that while we were over there, the investment that was made in trying to, as best you can, restore their lives and giving them that opportunity, I thought was also incredible.
The relief and rehabilitation that went into this project, in fact, it was
a substantial fraction.
Absolutely. It became a substantial fraction. But I think you also have to understand, there's no quantum of money that can actually respect them for the kind of sacrifice they've made.
Absolutely.
Getting displaced is something that you'll not be able to quantify in monetary terms. So I think our chief minister had that agenda to ensure that
he did, and it was.
So thank you so much, guys. And can we get you to say on camera that you would be coming to India for IPWE in 2025? Is it true?
Yes.
Hopefully. Yeah, no,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, and I also have to tell you, from my perspective, I think in the travels that I've done, not just in the U.S. but around the world, we really want to highlight game-changing projects like this, especially in the sustainability space. What you've been able to accomplish. There's many areas of the world that can learn from that. I can tell you that the first storm that hit Southern California this year put 88 trillion gallons of water into the ocean because they didn't have a place to put it. Exactly. And they've been in this horrible drought for the past decade. And so again, thinking about what you have as tools and doing it different and shining a light on best practices around the world is really important for us.
Absolutely. I think that's a great theme, actually. floods, extremes, take that water storage again, then redistribute, make sure that all inadequacies.
Use
are
the
addressed.
water cycle to our advantage.
It's a global challenge to
It is a global challenge.
optimize the resources that we have available.
Right.
And to see Telangana make a foray into that space
Mhm.
is indeed going to be an example for others to follow.
Thank you so much.
And I was actually, I'm going to put on my educator hat. I am hoping that at some point the video that you showed
Mhm.
is available online because I would like to show it to
It
my
will be
students.
available in the next 5 minutes. It'll be on Twitter. It'll be on every one of
Well,
my
I'm
social
thinking the video
platforms.
you showed with all with the project
Yeah, of
itself.
course, of
Yes,
course.
that's the one.
I will share it with Sri. Actually,
Absolutely,
and if you
because I
can
would like
put
to show it.
up
I would like to put it. I would be happy to promote it,
Oh,
but I also would like to show it to my students because
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
teaching an open channel hydraulics class in the fall where we
Oh,
will
wow.
talk about lift stations and all of this. And I went back after the visit and told my students the incredibleness and the size and my photographs. But of course, I don't have drone footage. I don't have all of those that
Yeah.
you have. And that whole integration of how the project was designed and pulled together.
And
I
I'll
look
make
forward to
sure
share it.
And I'll make sure this goes. We
Mhm.
actually have a department heads council meeting
Mhm.
for all the departments in the U.S.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Civil engineering departments coming up in a few weeks.
Okay.
And so that's a great place to share it as
Yes.
well. And we'll put you on point for that to get them
That's fine.
curriculum
The
material.
hydraulic
Yes.
engineers. obviously.
Minister, thank you for
Thank you so much.
opening this story in 2017
Yes.
to our audience, letting us know of the plan, and now finally seeing it come to completion.
Closing the loop.
It's wonderful.
And thank you for
Thank
giving
you.
us a chance to meet you also in India as well as here. Appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me.
So,
Just wanted to thank
Having
you.
nothing to do with water, the fine cotton fabric manufactured in the state of Telangana
Uh-huh.
is most beautiful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait to see it again.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
I have
we shall make it
taken
up. The stole?
the stole, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
and people have told me, and I agree how beautiful it is.
It is incredibly colorful and beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much.
No, that's what I said. Shreya told us that it was made
Yes,
by
it is.
some of your local artisans,
Yes.
and the fact that you're using that to also promote their work, I thought was
Absolutely.
just that human connection is just wonderful.
Thank you so much, guys.
No, thank
I
you.
really appreciate you having us.
Thanks.
Yeah?
Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much.
And congratulations
Thank
on being the president-elect.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm looking
See
forward
you
to
in
seeing you in 2025.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.